And of course, there's a fucking error message.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Drop Zone with your host, Anthony Young, and my partner in crime, Jeff Walsh. What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
I'm all right. Uh, I think I forgot to set alarms, and I'll be honest. I'm honest on this channel. That is why we're late. I was sleepy today, so Tony had to wake me up via phone call. So other
It's all
than
good.
that,
It happens.
I'm okay. I'm okay. How are
It
you?
happens. It happens. What'd you say, bud?
I said, how are you?
Just living the dream.
Hmm.
But as you haven't noticed, I am rocking the new Drop Zone podcast T-shirt.
I see that. I'll be getting mine soon.
Yes, they did a very good job. The reason why I didn't get the whole team one because I wanted to see actually how it looked before everybody got their shirts. That way, if there was something wrong with the shirt, I could make adjustments to it instead of having all of us with screwed up shirts on there at the same time.
Hmm.
So it just makes it a lot easier for all of us. And but yeah, they did a very good job. I mean, it literally looks like they just took our logo that I designed and just perfectly put it on there. I mean, it looks like for stroke.
Great. Very, very good.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the way how the shirt turned out. Or already gave it the test. We threw it in the washer and dryer, and yeah, still looks perfect, like brand new. And then, of course, as you all know, not here with us again another week is Mary. She is still dealing with personal issues. There was a death that she's dealing with, and we told her to take as much time as needed because you know we're a big family, so we look out for each other. I mean, we're not going to rush her back and make her feel uncomfortable being back. So yeah, we're just going to tell her, take as much time as you need. We're not going anywhere. We're still going to be here.
Yep. Like she feels bad, but we tell her don't feel bad because, you know, death is something that needs to be processed and not just rushed over. So, here at the Drop Zone family, we do understand and we are letting her take her time back. And, again, we hope nothing but the best for her and what she's going through.
Yep. And, yeah, and I mean that's the type of bosses me and Jeff are. We preach family first. Take care of that first. We're not worrying about anything else. We could handle running the podcast one down. I mean, we've been doing this
Mhm.
since going on 3 years now.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's been 3 years already, but yeah, we've been doing it for a while, just us two. So,
So yeah, I mean, we would love to have her back because she does bring some energy to the show. but at the same time, we don't want to rush her back.
Yeah, that's not fair. That is not fair at all.
I agree. All right, so what we got planned for today, bud?
All right. Started the season starting tomorrow. Uh, but the biggest thing is obviously the Micah Parsons trade, so we will talk about that. Talk about the opening night game, and then our favorite, we will be doing our pigskin pick'em for this year. Again, it's a yearly thing that we like doing on the show. So we will be going through week ones, uh, pigskin pick'em for you guys live, and give our thoughts on week one of the NFL season. So not too much, but again, we are just excited to be back in the football season. I mean, I know I am. There's almost nothing like football season.
I'm definitely excited to be back in football season.
Like, I don't care that the opening night game is the Cowboys and the Eagles. I'll be watching it. I don't care because, it is football. I'm just happy that it's back. I don't care that it's two teams I hate. Like, I wish that both teams could lose in this situation, but they can't. But, I mean, it'll be great because the Cowboys will lose, which is my thought on that. But, I mean, there's just there's literally nothing like football season.
I agree. It's the best time of the year.
It is like I love basketball, but there
Excuse
really
me.
is nothing like football season. Yep.
All right, so yeah, what are you going to get into first? Like a Parson trade or
Yeah, we'll get into the trade first. So, I mean,
so I'm
it
pretty
was
sure
news
that
across it was news across the whole sports world. Everyone reacted to it. Everyone was shocked by it. Uh, the Cowboys have traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for Kenny Clark and two first-round picks, and Micah Parsons has now signed an extension with the Packers for a 4-year, $188 million contract. Um, Cowboys are stupid. I mean, we're not gonna talk about this much because obviously all the other shows and everything have talked about it in nauseum at this point because that's all they've been talking about recently.
pretty much
But I mean, again, you guys haven't gotten our reaction to it because, of course, it happened on a Friday or a Thursday, a day after we go live. That tends to happen a lot of the times. Unlucky for us, so you have to wait a whole week to talk about it. But to me, this was one of the dumbest things in sports history. To not sign your franchise star defensive player, um, and get a guy who is about 5 years older and two first round picks, which you're trading with the Packers. The Packers now are going to be amazing. So those picks won't amount to anything. Really, it'll be late first round picks that are very low to become successful. Um, that this was a big fumble by Jerry Jones. I can't even just say anybody else because he is the GM as long as as well as the owner. Uh, it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my 22 years of existence. I mean, this is crowning dummy, not even of the week, but it is dummy of uh, the century at this point because this is so stupid. Micah brings the Packers now in very high contention in the NFC, not just in their actual division, but in the entire NFC. Because that offense is very good. Again, we have worries about Jordan Love and his ball security, but now it's like even if he does turn it over, I think that defense can just hold it with that Micah Parsons on the other side. Um, I don't want to take up all the time. I just think this is so stupid. For all you Cowboys fans, I'm sorry, but this is enjoyment in my books. This is so funny. And now it's almost a guaranteed loss in week one. Uh, yes, it's against the Eagles, but I don't care. Cowboys fans are going to be sad week one, which is amazing. So yeah, what's your thoughts on it?
Um, well, I mean, it's definitely going to rank up there with one of the dumbest moves in NFL history. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. Again, you know, Dallas gives basically their subpar basic. I guess I could call him a slightly above average quarterback. All the money makes him the highest paid quarterback in the league. And now you've lost your best player, the face of your franchise. And what surprised me was that the fact that they still kept him in the conference. I thought, if anything,
It,
you would have moved them to the you'd have moved shipped them to the AFC because it would have made more sense. Because now, let's say for some godforsaken reason, the Cowboys somehow makes the playoffs this year. Don't see it happening, but let's just say it happens. And now, what do you do if you got to face the Green Bay Packers?
you're
Now
fine.
you now you're facing a team that you just trade this guy to, and he's more likely going to be sending you. Well, I mean, there is no more likely. He's going to be sending you home, like everybody else has done for the past 30 years. But it would have made more sense to ship him to the AFC instead of leaving him shipping him to a team in the NFC.
Mm. I mean that is Jerry Jones for you. You know, I mean, he's been dumb throughout this whole process. And then in the press conference afterwards, he's like, "Now we can defend the run." No, you idiot. Micah Parsons wasn't the problem on stopping the run. It was you're up the middle, could not stop the run at all. They weren't running on the edges; they were running straight through the gut. And Micah Parsons isn't up the middle; he is on the edges. So this shows that Jerry Jones has no football knowledge now. Again, he's very old, so it's like, can you give him a pass? No, because he's still the owner. He will be the owner until he rolls over and dies. Um, because he's so stubborn, he's still going to do things however he wants, which is sickening and it's hurting his team and it's making all the Cowboys fans cry, which is funny, but
Yeah,
it's
we're
not
we're,
right.
we're going to see those memes coming up after week one.
Mm, yeah, but it's not right. Um, you know, I just don't understand. It's gonna really make top free agents not want to go there at all.
Well, I'm pretty sure majority of them don't want to go there, period, anyway. But I mean, I can understand where Jerry Jones somewhat's coming from with stopping the run up the middle. Okay, yeah, now you can stop the run up the middle, but now guess what? Now you don't have that outside edge rusher, so now they're going to run to the outside.
Yeah,
So
you idiot.
you're still not stopping the run.
Mm-hmm.
You might slow it down, but you're not stopping it.
No, I mean it was an absolute fumble from the Dallas Cowboys. And again, I can't even say the Cowboys organization because it's all Jerry Jones. It is all Jerry Jones. There's no one else to blame but Jerry Jones because whatever he says goes. Unfortunately, that's what happens there in Dallas land. Um, so again, swiftly moving into week one or game one of the season, we got Cowboys Eagles. I think it's going to be a cakewalk for the Eagles. They're at home in Philly, going against a now depleted Dallas defense. I think it's going to be an absolute field day for them. I mean, yes, Eagles lost a lot of pieces on their defensive end, but I don't think it really matters. I mean, it could be a shootout at first, but I think once the Eagles defense locks in, it's just going to be a complete absolute slaughtering. Uh, which is again, it's the Cowboys, so it's great to watch. Um, but again, I think it's going to be a fairly even game in the first half. That's just my opinion. And then again, everybody will lock in and on the defensive end for the Eagles, and then the Cowboys will really have a hard time going anywhere. So I see Eagles winning this one pretty handily. I'll score of probably 31-14. I'll say.
Well, let's just say that that new revamp run defense of Dallas is going to get heavily tested.
Oh yes, heavily tested.
And now that's going to tell us if Jerry Jones was right or if he needs to lay off the pipe.
Oh no, we know he's not right.
Well, we know that.
He's an absolute idiot. Like that's what we know. Like, we know he's an absolute idiot. But I mean,
And what they also don't realize is that getting rid of Parson, you also lose your pass rush
hmm yeah. So like teams can throw and now run all over you.
because he was unstoppable in the pass rush. I don't care how many guys you put on him, he's getting through. He might not get the
Mhm.
sack, but he's either making the hit or making the quarterback hurry up and get rid of the ball.
Exactly.
And now
Like in
you lost
all
you lost all of that.
like in all the highlights that they showed on ESPN, he was getting double teamed at times, and he was going straight through people. So it's a very dumb idea by the Cowboys.
Hey Nicole. Oh yeah, we'll be discussing the Bears eventually.
Yeah, which is again, we can now transition right into it. It's gonna be a bit of a shorter show this week, but again, we will have a bunch of stuff to talk about next Wednesday with our thoughts on week one. Um, again, it's opening of the season. Really, not too much to talk about apart from a few signings. I didn't think it was too crazy or too important to talk about. Um, so yeah, we will be going into our pigskin pick'em now, and then I will end on a surprise for all you. Um, but Tony knows what it is, but it'll be a surprise for the viewers. Um,
Oh,
what,
okay.
Tony? Yeah,
I had to
you
think
come
about
on.
it.
Mhm. I know I'm just waking up, but come on, stick with it.
Yeah, it
So
took
yeah,
me a
we will
minute
be
to
doing.
remember what you was talking about.
Yeah, we will be doing our pigskin pick'ems. Again, week one we already talked about. I think it's going to be again a very easy game. It should be easy pick Eagles. With number one pick to me or number one pick. Eagles. I'm picking for them against Dallas.
Yeah, I got the Eagles beating Dallas as well. I mean, even if they did have Micah Parson, I was still picking the Eagles. But yeah, just trading him just made it even more easier to pick him.
hmm All right. Next game is Chiefs and Chargers. I went with the Chiefs on this one. I think it's going to be not as lopsided of a game as people think. Chargers are definitely a lot better team than last year. It's going to be year two for Herbert with Harbaugh. Uh, again, a lot of new pieces for the Chargers on that offense with Keenan Allen back, the rookie running back Najee Harris too. So I think it's going to be a great game, but I still think the Chiefs are just going to edge them out just by a little bit.
Yeah, I took originally I had taken the Chargers, but then I came to my senses and realized, the I mean, it's not going to be a blowout. The Chargers have improved. The Kansas City, I feel, is declining because now they got that wedding to plan. So that's going to take a lot of their practice time away and stuff like that and focus. But I still think the Chiefs are still going to beat the Chargers. Like I said, the Chargers aren't that far behind, but they're not there yet.
What do you mean? You're not planning they're winning? I
Playing,
don't have you on that one.
yeah, I'm gonna plan it for a volcano.
Oh, okay. I like that spot. It'll be nice and hot. You know,
I feel
it's
like the
good weather over
tropics.
there. Yeah, except there's molten lava everywhere. That's fine. Um,
I promise I won't push anybody in. Taylor Swift.
yeah, he definitely won't. All right, next game we got my guy Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I'm very confident it's going to be the
Your guy.
my guy Baker Mayfield winning this game. Offense going to go crazy. I mean, Falcons defense is not bad. Michael Penix in year two now. People are very high on this Falcons offense. I'm not right now. I got to see it for more than just about half a year with Michael Penix and Drake London, and if they can ever use Kyle Pitts the right way, and Bijan Robinson as well. So, but for week one, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I got the Bucks as well. Even if Godwin's not back yet, um, I would have still been taking the Bucks. The Falcons, the offense, like you said, they still got a lot to prove. I mean, Phoenix is in now basically is gonna be his first full year, considering he was benched. He didn't start until like what
Halfway
three
through
quarters.
last year.
Well, cause Kirk Cousins started,
Hmm.
and then he came in what 3 quarters of the way into the season, like the last
I
quarter of the
think so.
season. So he's gonna get. I mean, it's gonna be his first full start. Um, so I need to see a lot more coming from Penix Jr. But I also need to see how the offense of the Falcons is going to actually, use all those weapons that they have because we already know they haven't been using Kyle Pitts properly.
No, not
So
not at all. Look, you've been saying it, I think every time that we talk about the Atlanta Falcons because Kyle Pitts is a good tight end, but they just don't use him the right way. I don't understand.
he's one of those freakish athletes where he has size, speed, and agility.
Hmm.
So why aren't you using that to your advantage? There's no linebacker in the NFL that could basically cover him. You can't cover him with a corner. You have to cover him with a safety. So now, I mean, if you use a linebacker on him, he's just going to run past him. Unless you got one of those freak linebackers that have that excellent speed, but there's not many of them in the league. Majority of them have the average speed. A cornerback, he's just going to demolish a cornerback. And so your only choice will be a safety. Now, using the safety to cover him, now you're compromising your defense because you're one man short in the back because you have to use the safety to cover him. So I don't know why they don't use Kyle Pitts more like they're supposed to.
Again, like we'll see this year, see how it goes. But for right now, just starting off week one, I got to go with the Bucks, uh, very easily in this game.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Next one, this is gonna be another easy game. Is Bengals Browns. Browns completely stink. But the Bengals defense is not great either. So I honestly, people think it's gonna be a crazy blowout. I'm not gonna go that far. It is the Bengals. They start the year off terrible every single year, but to me, there's no way they fumble this game against the Browns. Uh, to me, any fantasy people, if you're thinking about starting Jerome Ford, the running back for the Browns, I totally would. I have in a few leagues. There's no way I don't start him. I mean, unless you have some great running backs to start, if you can put him in your flex spot, I would. He catches out of the backfield, and again, this Bengals defense is not great. They lost pieces somehow on top of already being bad last year. I don't think that they're going to be much better. They lost their defensive coordinator, which might be a help to them. But again, I think even some Browns players might get some high fantasy points this week. Um, Bengals just have too much on the offensive end to really have the Browns could go back and forth with them. So again, it's an easy game to pick, but it won't be that easy of a game for the Bengals to win, just based off that they always start off the season terribly under Zach Taylor. I don't understand what the hell it is, but they always do. So, but yeah, I mean, I would have been stupid to not pick the Bengals.
Yeah, there's no way in fucking hell I'm picking the Browns in this game. I mean, I don't care if Joe. You can start the second string quarterback. The Browns are horrible, and I mean, you got your starting agent Joe Flacco.
hmm
So I mean, yeah, that's nothing to write home about. And then the rest of the offense is just like something that you throw together on a Madden Mutt team.
Yeah, they have Jerry Judy, and I think Cedric Tillman is the only other wide receiver that I really know.
And I'm surprised Judy didn't even ask for a trade at the end of the offseason. I would have got the hell out of there.
I don't know. He did good last year, so I don't know. He's a guaranteed number one in that offense, so I think maybe that's why he likes being the
It
number one.
ain't worth it.
All right, next game. Jay is not watching. He's on another vacation.
What else is new?
He is now in Delaware, uh, visiting family. So yeah, Jay, I'm taking his shifts at work again this week. But it is Dolphins Colts in the. I can't believe I'm saying it with all the turmoil with the Dolphins this off season that's been going on so far. I just don't see them winning much, but I see them winning week one though. Uh, I picked the Dolphins this week. Um, it's not me saying that the Colts are bad. I just don't believe in Daniel Jones. The fact that they're starting Daniel Jones, again, Anthony Richardson isn't completely much better, but in my opinion, I would roll it out with Anthony Richardson, see what he does, and then give it over to Daniel Jones if needed. But I would definitely not start Daniel Jones week one. But Dolphins, I think they definitely have a lot more firepower than the Colts offensively, and defenses are pretty similar. But again, I just think the offensive firepower for them propels them to victory. It won't be an easy victory for the Dolphins. It wouldn't shock me if this game goes into overtime, to be honest. But I had to give it to the Dolphins just because they are not a team starting Daniel Jones.
Okay, I mean, I took the Dolphins as well because I am. Yeah, I'm like you. I cannot pick a team that has Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback. I just can't. And I wish Jay was here for this one because this would have been a perfect way to get at him. But yeah, and yeah, I know he's gonna say the tapes don't lie. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, well, I can tell you for a fact that yeah, he ain't beating the Dolphins. Um, yeah, yeah, it's just two shit shows going at it, and it's just a matter of which one's shinier.
hmm Yeah, we'll see if Tyreek is now realigned with with the offense, which is what Tua said needed to happen, which is, again, a lot of drama there in Miami this season. Again, I predicted Coach Mike McDaniel is going to be fired this year, could be mid-season. I think I predicted them to win maybe even 5, 6 games. People are projecting them even lower. But again, this is one game that I believe, could win rather easily. Um, Next game, Raiders, Patriots. I'm high on the Patriots this year, as everyone saw in the prediction video. If you haven't, after we're done with this live, go to our channel and watch it. A lot of good stuff on that video. Me and Tony went at it with the predictions, where your good guys at the end of the year, how they held up. But Raiders, Patriots, high on them. I got Patriots winning easily. Raiders, a lot of big question marks. A new quarterback, new head coach, new running back. And other than Brock Bowers, who are you throwing the ball to? Jacoby Myers wants to trade out of Las Vegas. Don't blame him. But when you're Jacoby Myers, who hasn't really done much in his career, he's playing for the Patriots. You're kind of really thinking that you're more than you really are. But Patriots, Drake May, Stevenson, a new head coach as well, and Mike Vrabel. Diggs, again, he got to keep his mouth shut. Hunter Henry, and a great defense there on that side. So I got the Patriots winning quite easily this week against the Raiders.
Yeah, I got the Patriots as well. I don't have it like you do. I mean, I think the game's going to be close, just for the simple fact is that you know you got Pete Carroll and you got Geno Smith, who was in Seattle together just a year ago, and so I mean, bringing back Amari Cooper, that was kind of a stretch. But if it gives Geno that security that he needs and feel comfortable, because if you remember in Seattle, he had Tyler Lockett and um,
DK.
DK Metcalf. So I mean, yeah, they're trying to give him something that make him feel comfortable, give him that familiar, not familiar. I mean, I can't say familiar scene because those two never played together, but give him of that sense of security, knowing that he has a
Yeah.
receiver that he could go to in a tight jam if he needs to. Now, will Amari Cooper still be that guy? I can't say yes or no. I mean, he's been out of the league for what 2 years now. I think
I
it's
don't know.
been 2 years.
He was on the Bills last year, but he didn't do much.
Oh well, I guess that's why I didn't hear of him.
Hmm.
So I mean, maybe going to Vegas will rejuvenate somewhat what's left of his career. But with all that said, I still see the Patriots um, squeaking this one out. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be more like a 17-21 type game or 17-14 type of game where it's going to be like either won by a field goal, another touchdown at the most. I don't see it as a huge blowout.
I hear you there, but again, I'm very high on the Patriots. I'm a bit high on the Raiders too, but I don't know. I just think there's just, to me, too many question marks with the Raiders right now to think that they're going to hold their own. Again, I could be wrong with all the facts that you hit me with, but again, I'm still going with the Patriots and in a blowout, in my opinion. Now, this game should be a blowout for the Arizona Cardinals. It's Cardinals for Saints. The Saints absolutely stink. Uh,
He's being nice about that, folks.
that is about as nice as I could go. This is going to be an absolute slaughter. Kyler Murray's going to have a an absolute game for himself. James Conner's going to have an absolute game for himself. Martin Harrison Jr. is going to have an absolute game for himself. Trey McBride. The only one on the Saints that might have a good game is Alvin Kamara, and that is a big maybe. I'm hoping I'm starting him when I think about a few leagues that I have him in. It's almost dumb to not start him because I mean he is the Saints offense, so hopefully he can get at least something. But the Cardinals should win this game. I'm saying I don't know 30-10. It's going to be a pretty bad game for the Saints, but Saints fans get used to it this year because it's going to be a lot of it. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to say on this game. It's going to be Cardinals winning easily.
Yeah, I got the Cardinals as well. I mean, this Saints team is just atrocious. They're. I mean, they fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. I don't even have anything more to say about it because it's going to be a waste of everybody's time to even watch that game. Now, if the Cardinals lose to the Saints, now we're going to have to start questioning the Cardinals.
Oh yeah, I will come on here next week and I'll start. I'll be one of my rants probably because there'll be something else. Because going into this next game, if we lose to the Jets and Justin Fields,
Uh oh.
all hell will start going loose on this channel right now. Next week, you'll see me in the locker room. I will be raising hell on Wednesday. We better go into wherever the fuck they play, either New Jersey or New York. I don't give a damn where they play. We better go
Damn.
in there, stomp them, but not Justin Fields. I love Justin Fields. I think he did amazing for us last year. I wish we started the whole year. I'm going to stand on that. We were to go in there with our $19 million, 42-year-old quarterback. We were to go in there with Jalen Warren and a rookie running back. We were to go in there with a new wide receiver and DK Metcalf, and we got uh, Calvin Austin. And then we got Pat Fryermuth and Jonnu Smith. Offensive line, they're all going into your 2 or 3. Please protect the standing target in Aaron Rodgers, please. And our defense is one of the best in the league. Can we please just go in there and destroy the Jets, but don't hurt Justin Fields, please? Because I really do like Justin Fields, but just beat the shit out of everybody else, please. I do not care. Please go in there, make a statement win, tell everybody that we are here. Again, it's against the Jets, so I'm not going to get too excited. We got to play a good team to really prove ourselves. But this will be a good stomping stone to show that all the offseason talk is not just talk. We are actually there to back it up. If we if we have even a close game against this team, I'll be pissed. Yes, even if we win, I'll be pissed because we better win by at least 15.
Damn.
By at least 15, because I'll be very mad. I'll be very very mad. Like if we look sloppy, I will not be happy. I understand that it's week 1, but we have too good of a team to be even closely competing against this New York Jets team. So I obviously have Steelers winning, and it better be a very easy win, a very easy Sunday for me to just watch a game. Please don't make me stress week 1, Steelers. Please don't.
I don't even know how I could follow that.
Just by telling me that you're picking the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Steelers, of course.
Oh my god.
There's no way in hell I'm picking the Jets. But yeah, yeah. Let's just go. Well, I mean, the next game ain't gonna be any fucking better for me.
Well, now you could start. There you go. Giants, Commanders.
I
Uh,
mean, I'm going to stick with my team, my Giants. I know we're going to get beat because I mean we do have the toughest schedule in the league. But I mean, do I give us a punching chance? Yes, because it's the NFC East. The NFC East has been known. We're like the NFC AFC North, where you guys beat up on each other. We beat up on each other,
Hmm.
especially New York and Washington. Very rarely are those any of those games blowouts. So it always comes down to a player or two there, here or there that separates determines the game. And I can see that happen again, this weekend, especially if the offensive line could protect Russell Wilson and allow him to use that magic arm that he loves to throwing downfield and connecting with Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton. And for the love of God, he holds on to fucking football. Or Wandell Robinson and Jalen Hyatt. You give him time to let those receivers get work down the field. It could be a long day for Washington. If they can't, it's going to be a long day for the Giants.
Yeah. Um. I'm sorry. I'm not like you. I'm not going with the Giants. I'm going with the Commanders. But I absolutely agree with you. They are like the AFC North. These teams beat up on each other so bad. And these games really could go either way. It's like a Steelers Ravens almost, where, like you said, it's a play or two that really changes a game, and and makes that outcome what it is. Um, and it is week one, so teams could be a bit rusty. So you never really know. But I got to go with the Commanders again. I'm very high on them. Uh, but again, I do not think it's going to be an easy win for them. Uh, Again, a lot of stuff has to happen, but I do not think it will be an easy win. Maybe like uh a last two-minute touchdown or something. It'll be like a 27-20, a 27-24 even maybe game. But yeah, I gotta go with the Commanders on this one.
Which is fair enough. I mean, like I said, we got the fucking worst schedule in the damn league.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a lot of blowouts for you guys. But again, like I said when we talked about the head coaching stuff, if this team at least looks competitive, I would definitely keep Brian Dable because it'll show that he knows what he's doing. It's just you're playing superior teams that you can only do so much against. Dick's next game, I wanted to skip over, but again, we got to talk about every game, every team. We got the Panthers and the Jags. Jags should, to me, win. Panthers, again, people think that they're a sneaky team. I got to see out of Bryce Young in year three. Or, yeah, it's just, no. Yeah, it's his third year. Um, I got to see it. Okay, he didn't start off good last year. He was better after he got benched. I got to see it. A new young offense for them. But I got to go with Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Initially, I picked Jacksonville, but then I also realized what a shit show that show team is as well. So I switched over to Carolina. Um,
Wow.
yeah, I just have that feeling that the problem in Jacksonville, we're going to have to find out if it's literally the coaching staff or if it's Trevor Lawrence. And I got a feeling it's the answer is to me the answer is both of them. But I got a feeling it's going to be more Trevor Lawrence than it will be the coaching staff. And with that in mind, I was thinking, okay, Bryce Young did come on strong after being benched last year. The team came on strong after. I mean, they looked almost like a actual team for once. Um, Now, I don't know how much trading Adam Thielen back to Minnesota is going to hurt Carolina because he was Bryce Young's security blanket, which I mean, if you don't know football, every quarterback has that security blanket, that one receiver or tight end or running back that they go to when they're in the jam. And that was Bryce Young was Adam Thielen. But I do like this young offense that the Panthers have, and I feel that Jacksonville's just going to be just in the world of they're going to know their head from their ass by the time this game is done.
Okay, I like the bold uh, predictions to start this, but I mean, some people might not even think of it as bold. It's again, as we like, oh, I mean, as you like to say, it is two shit shows and which one's shinier. Uh, and we have different opinions on which one is shinier. Um, this game, whew, this next game should be, yeah, it's gonna be rough.
For who?
Titans, Titans Broncos. It definitely should be tough for the Titans. The Broncos, I think, are gonna absolutely destroy them. Again, I've been high on the Broncos all off season with Bo Nix in the second year with Sean Payton. Uh, you got Cam Sutton, so many other pieces on that offense, and their defense got even better than it was last year with all the pieces that they added. Cam Ward in his first NFL start is gonna. I mean, he did not look great in preseason, but that again, that is preseason. But to me, if you can't get it done against second and third stringers, I don't know how in the world you're gonna get it done against the top of the top and against this uh, flying over the field Broncos defense. It's going to be a long day at the office for Cam Ward and the Titans offense. So to me, this is going to be a huge blowout, a huge starting week win for the Denver Broncos. I could see it going into the 40 to like 7 range. I don't think this is going to be a great game at all for the Titans.
Yeah, I got Denver in this one as well, and I'm just going to feel bad for Cam Ward. That's all I'm going to say for this game. Yeah, there's. I mean, there's nothing even I can add to this that you haven't already said. I mean, yeah, it's going to be rough.
I mean, he's getting his welcome to the NFL moment, week 1.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to get into the more competitive games. San Francisco and Seattle. I went with San Francisco. I know they're dealing with a lot as far as injury wise and um, rumor wise. Juwan Jennings still wants out. Ayuk is banged up. CMC's coming back off a year full of injuries. But I still think that they're going to win. I got to see Sam Darnold if it was just a 1 year wonder or if he's actually a good QB. Again, he has a good offensive system there in Seattle, with a lot of weapons over there. With Cooper Cup now. Again, I just got to see it. I got to see it in week 1. I got to see it play out. So right now, I'm going with the Niners. Again, I'm very high on CMC. People are like, I don't even know how he's going to do this year. To me, I'm going with just how his history is. The last year he was injured for a long time. In the previous season, he did come back and play all 16 games for the Niners. So that's just how I'm looking at that. I'm hoping that that stays true. So yeah, I went with the Niners just based off. I got to see this new Seahawks offense in week 1. I just need to. That's just how I am.
Um, I actually went with the Seahawks, and it comes down to that 49ers offense. I just don't know. I mean, everybody. I mean, you got to question the fact that you already got CMC. Why did you trade for another running back, a starting running back at that? So that kind of tells me that they're not too sure about CMC's durability, or if it's the fact that they're not sure about him actually being available for game 1. So yeah, I have a lot of questions with that offense and some of the moves that they're making. Now a lot of people say, "Oh, they're just being precaution and stuff like that," which I get. A lot of teams will do that, but I mean, it just makes you wonder if what their really line of thinking is if they feel like CMC's not going to be ready, or just they don't feel he's going to be available. And the
The way I
receiving
looked
core has
at
a
it,
in the receiving core
oh
has a
yeah,
lot of questions.
yeah, there is. The way I looked at it is they just want to have a good one-two punch. I mean, there's definitely a lot of ways to look at it, but I mean, you see some of the most successful teams have a good one-two punch in the backfield. Um, so that's just how I was thinking of it. Just and I think it's also smart. They don't got to run TMC into the ground. You know, you don't got to have him out there doing everything. Brian Robinson is definitely more than capable of doing that, and we've seen it. Here he is. Here he is. Jason, good friend of the podcast, JDW. Yeah, we talked about the Cowboys. We both have them losing week one. Dolphins are going to beat them week one. Again, any team that starts Daniel Jones is definitely not going to win. Tony saw that firsthand, so that was that was our thought. Um, but yeah, that's my thought on Brian Robinson and why they got him. They just don't gotta. Yes, sir, Jason. You don't lose, but
You might
the
not.
the, the coach will.
You might not lose, but the Colts will.
Oh, here. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, casual NFL fan. Um, yeah, but I mean that's my thoughts on the Brian Robinson. Them trading for him, they don't got to run CMC into the absolute ground. They can at least give some touches and some load to Brian Robinson.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I still got a feeling that there's more behind it than what they're letting on.
All right. Any more on that game, or I can move into the next one.
You can move into the next one.
All right. Next one's gonna be a good game now that the Micah Parsons trade happened. This is gonna be an amazing game. Lions and Packers. Wow. This is gonna be an absolute crazy game, but I still see the Lions winning. And wanna know what it's based off of? I don't trust Jordan Love in the clutch yet. I think he gets a bit nervous and he just chucks it up in hopes that one of his receivers are down there. Again, he's not very safe with the ball, but this defense for the Packers is, yes, again, I know, very good now.
Did
Um,
are you reading the feed right now?
no. Uh-oh. What?
Your buddy Roger Goodell
Oh, it's not my buddy. That's your buddy.
just announced that
I
Taylor Swift might be doing a halftime show for the Super Bowl.
moving on.
Please do.
Lions, I think, have more firepower on offense. Their defense is definitely worse than the Packers, but I think just that firepower offense. Again, we got to see it without Ben Johnson, but I still think Lions get this opening week W against their division rivals in the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, you would.
Yep.
Yeah, I got the Lions in this one as well. Um, Part of it's because Michael Parson isn't healthy as well. Supposedly there's something going on with his back. But even with the healthy Michael Parsons, I just don't see them stopping that Lions offense. Especially, only after basically being with the team for a week. So I mean, he has to get used to where everybody's going to be at. He got to get used to the total defense and everything else. Yeah, this first game, Lions and Packers,
No.
is going to be all line. Now, game two, the second game between Lions and Packers could be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
So for this first one, I got to give it to the Lions because, like I said, and we still don't know the extent of Parsons' injury.
Mm-hmm. I think Micah's such a good player. I don't think it matters how long he's been with the team. He could be with the team for a day, and I think he would still make an impact. But I do understand what you are saying, especially with his injury. We don't know where he's at with that. Um, Next game is the Texans and Rams. I went with the Texans. Um, Not the favorable pick this week. Um, Matthew Stafford's health is in a lot of question. Um, he's just barely even getting ready for week one. He was just announced that he will play about yesterday or so. That scares me again for an aging quarterback. He has Puka, who is a bit injury prone. Adams, which I think will have a good year. People don't think he'll have a good year. I do think that he'll have a good year. And Kyron Williams in the backfield. Matthew Stafford's health really, really concerns me. Uh, whereas CJ Stroud, he's going into year three after a down year after his rookie year. Again, he loses Diggs, but that's all right. He gets all of his other offensive pieces back. Um, so that's why I have to go with the Texans. Yes, he'll be down Joe Mixon, but I don't think that'll hurt them too much. They have other running backs there to fill the void. So I'm going with the Texans this week against the Rams.
Yeah, I went with my boy CJ Stroud as well. And yeah, I mean, like you said, with Stafford body in the shape that it's in, yeah, it makes it real rough to go with Stafford, especially against a team like the Texans. That's very. What does this clown say now? Philly, KC, Indy. Oh, okay. Where did my co-host go? Jason, did you make him leave? Oh, now I
This
see why.
fucker picked the Jets. That better be a joke.
Okay.
That better be a joke, Jason. He's smoking the ganj. Jason, you need to lay off the weed. There is no. Oh man. Oh man. You
All right,
can
moving along.
you can go back into what you were saying
I
about
don't
the
forgot. Let's just move to the
about
next team.
Stafford. Okay. Um. This Sunday night game is going to be one of the best Sunday night games of the year, and it's happened in week 1. Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers out for blood too. So, and that's what I think. We have much better offense than them, much better defense than them. So yeah. Um, Ravens and Bills. I have Ravens. It pains me to say, again, I've been saying it all off season. It's the Ravens' time. It is their time. Chiefs are getting worse. They could beat the Bills. They could beat the Bengals. The only team that beats them is themselves. If they can
It's
stop
true.
oh my God, here's a paragraph. Um, yeah, they're going to cause drama for themselves, and that's all that the sports world is going to talk about is that the Jets and they lost and amazing. There's no they ain't going to cause no drama. Again, Aaron Rodgers is in a perfect situation. He doesn't need to do everything for this team. We just need him to be good and consistent and not turn the ball over, and that's what he's very good at. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Steelers should win that again easily. I already had my rant about it that you do miss Jason, so you can go back and watch it. But yeah, I already had my rant on that and my take. But Ravens again, it's their year. Even going against the Bills, I don't think it really matters. Again, it's going to be an absolute amazing. I wouldn't say at a great situation. I, I mean, for someone that old to here, be a GM, be the owner, get all your guys in that you want. Yes, he made a lot of choices there, but they want him to be the GM, the head coach, and everything. Whereas with the Steelers, he just got to be a QB. I've been saying it all off season. Um, Again, yeah, Ravens winning week 1 is going to be an amazing game. Could go in overtime, be a last play sort of game, but I think that the Ravens do win in this one.
Um, I'm going with Baltimore as well. This could be basically the AFC Championship game decided right here in Week 1.
Mhm.
Like you said before, I mean, Kansas City's declining because they're too busy worried about planning weddings. Buffalo basically window is closing, and the Ravens seem to be just getting better. And like you said, the only team that always seem to manage to beat the Ravens are the Ravens. If they could get out of their way, they're good.
Yes, they are. They're very, very, very good. They don't. But again, there's games in the year that they just beat themselves. But I don't think it's going to happen week 1. It's going to happen at some random point in the season. That I don't know when it's going to be, but it's going to be, and they're going to beat themselves. All right. Last game, Monday night game, is the Vikings and the Bears. I got the Minnesota Vikings in this one. Um, Again, JJ, again, he played for my favorite college team, Michigan. I gotta, I gotta see it. I really hope that he does well. This new Bears offense, I've been talking about it. I mean, we've been talking about it all off season. I think it's going to be a lot better than last year. Now with having Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams in his second year. Um, but I do think that the Vikings just have a bit more in the tank uh, to get it done in prime time. But I do think this would be a very close game as far as the matchup. I think that they match up very evenly, but I think the Vikings edge them out just a little bit.
This one was kind of tough for the simple fact is that I know Addison's suspended, which is going to play a huge part. JJ coming off to that injury, not 1% sure. But here's the situation that I'm dealing with is Caleb Williams. Can he actually do better under Ben Johnson? Me and you both think he will.
Mm-hmm.
We both think he will. I think if this game was later down in the season, where I could see more of Caleb Williams under with Ben Johnson, I would be more inclined to pick the Bears. But not in week one. Part of me wants to pick the Bears because I got a feeling, but at the same time, Minnesota is Minnesota, and it's hard to go against Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot that both teams have to prove. So this one is just who do you think has it better? And right now, I just got to go with Minnesota. There, I do not agree with what Jason said. I think JJ's a better quarterback than what people think, especially what Jay thinks. And anyone that thinks that Daniel Jones can take him to a playoffs, I don't listen to as far as when when they talk about QBs. All right, I got my surprise for everybody. That is all the games. Tony's been waiting for it, and this is one I'm very upset about. Uh-oh. Nicole's not happy with you, Anthony.
Hey, I said if this game was further down the season, I would have more than likely taken the Bears because I would have more time to see Caleb Williams with Ben Johnson, but not in the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm. So, Bronny, I'm starting to hate you about as much as I hate your dad.
Should,
You,
should I pull? Should I pull up the quote?
go ahead.
All right, give me a second. Go ahead, keep talking while I find it.
Mm-hmm. Um, it's you're in your second year in the league, and I hate you about as much as I do, and your dad's in his 22nd year in the league. You are.
Wait, which quote do you want?
I mean, I have them both on my phone.
All right, which one you bringing up first?
Uh, did we have the same path? We both have a dad who played
Okay.
in the NBA. That one.
All right,
So,
give me 1 second. I'll share it with everybody.
yeah, Bronny, you have said some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard somebody of your mediocre talent say. For someone,
So I do have the quote up on the screen.
for someone who is only in the NBA because of his daddy. For someone in 2 summer leagues ago who couldn't make a three. For someone who got himself drafted only because of his dad. ahead of his teammate who averaged about 12 plus more points than him and is obviously a lot better, to say that you and Kobe have the same path and we're both drafted young, I see myself as young Kobe Bryant. Bronny, you sound so stupid, it's not even funny. No shit, you're drafted young. And the only reason why you were drafted is because of your daddy. That's the only reason why you were drafted. Kobe wasn't drafted because of his dad. He was drafted because he was actually good. You have proven nothing. You've done absolutely nothing. I understand you're going into year 2. It's your second year now. Your second year now. And who knows, you could have gotten better. You could average 3 points a game instead of whatever you averaged last year. But when your agent has the absolute cojones to tell every other team to don't even pick him, he's going to the Lakers just to be with your dad. Which, oh my God, it's just a heartfelt story. Oh, LeBron playing with his son. It's unfortunate that his sound sucks. Now, I understand he could kick my ass in 1v1. I don't care. He's more talented in that aspect. But when it comes to being an NBA player, he. Thank you. He sucks. And that's only the first quote that this idiot said. The second quote
I'm bringing it up right now.
is even worse. The reason that he chose to wear number 9 is the fact that he believes. I can't even use the word we have a sponsor. I can't say what I want to. But
Oh, please
the
feel
reason
free to.
he. Nope. The reason he believes. No, like I can't say that word. Is because he thinks he's a level up from Kobe Bryant. You genuinely believe in your tiny mind that you think you're a level up from Kobe Bryant? Man, I can't say a lot of things I want to say because that would have gotten me. I was canceled. But I'll tell you what I wanted to after. But level up from what? There is nothing you are a level above him in. Here's a sad fact, Bronny. You will never come close to sniffing Kobe Bryant. The only thing that you're close in is that you both played for the Lakers. That is the only thing that you're close to. And you probably sat in the same seat as him on the bench. That's it. And you probably spent more time on the bench last year than he did in his entire career.
Damn.
Because again, you are not that good. So instead of making these comments, you should work on your jumper, work on not just your jumper, how about all your game? Because you were regarded as a good defensive player. But how about this? You didn't play much in the NBA, but I kept seeing, oh, he did great in the summer league or in the G League. You did it against people who can't make an NBA roster. Do it on the NBA floor. Don't do it in summer league. Don't do it in G League. Don't do it in whatever other stupid fucking league that you can get into to try and prove yourself. Do it on NBA. So please shut the hell up and just play basketball. Or try to. That's all I got.
Uh, uh, so we do have a new shirt that came out. Yeah, bro, I don't even have anything to say about that. This is part of our Halloween collection. I know I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it in the camera. Because what Jeff just said, yeah, I can't even try to compete with that. I'm not even going to. I'm just going to shamelessly push our merchandise. This is our trick or treat Halloween T-shirt that you can find in no zoneelitewear.com because everything that Jeff just said, I mean, I could repeat, but I actually would use the words that he can't say and get us banned from the air. So yeah, it's better I just plug our merchandise in. Once again, you know we're rocking the Drop Zone current logo shirt.
Mm-hmm. Get into zoneelitewear.com. You get what you said, 25% off a $35 order.
15.
15. Uh, and again, save money is great. And again, our sponsor, Dubby or Doobie. Um, Again, when you use our code DROPZONE, you get 10% off of your order. Um, so yeah, just make sure to go check those out. As you see, the quality of the shirts that we have are amazing, and we have more than just shirts over there. We have a bunch of other things. So be sure to go check it out and get your Drop Zone merch.
Well said.
Mm-hmm.
And as y'all can see, it's not just Drop Zone. I mean, it is started out as Drop Zone, but we do have other merch. You know, we actually have a whole clothing line, Zone Wear,
Mm-hmm.
Zone Elite Wear. So yeah, and we have a little bit of everything for everybody. All the way
Yeah, so it's
from
not just sports stuff. So
t-shirts to leggings to we're still working on the kids line to accessories. You name it, we pretty much has it. And if we
mm-hmm.
don't have it, if you got a suggestion, feel free to message us.
Yes, we're open to any suggestions that you may have.
So now with that being said, um fuck, that was damn. That's already nominated for the rant of the year. And we haven't even started.
Yeah, the NBA season didn't even come close to starting yet. The NFL season didn't even start yet. That felt good though.
I can tell it did. That's why I didn't interfere. I just let you
Mm,
go.
yep, that's gotta be a short.
I don't think I can turn that
Yeah.
into a short.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try. But yeah, once again, we're sending our best wishes to Mary. Hopefully everything eventually works out well for you and you back to work with us because we do miss you. And this would have been the perfect rant for a day for listen to a Jeff rant.
Oh yes, she's got to watch it back if she can, if she has time to. Um, yeah, so then she would be able to experience it in the flesh, in the full, while she's here. But
Yeah, I really have nothing else after that.
and what I wanted to say, but I'll tell you what I wanted to when we end live because I really don't want to risk it. And
It's not that often Jeff can make me not actually have anything to say after something like that. Yep, but this was one
hmm
of them. I mean, I literally had to go to plug in our merch.
hmm yep. And after that rant, I think it was just you got to do a smile and wave, boys, smile and wave, and yeah.
All right, folks. We'll catch you all next week. I can't promise anything. The NFL season is starting, so you know what that means. Goodell's gonna do something stupid.
Yep. And if my Steelers don't win, like Jay thinks, oh, they'll be oh, it'll be bad.
If the Steelers don't win this week against the Jets, I'm doing next week's episode from space.
You want to be on Earth
Nope.
with me?
Nope.
Oh, I will put on a show if they fucking lose.
Oh God. In a way, part of me wants them to lose, but at the same time, I'm thinking, no, we got sponsors.
Yeah, for my sake, I beg they don't lose. And again, I beg it's not a stressful game. I hope I can. The only stress I need is when it's 0-0 in the first quarter. If there's stress going into the final drive, I'm fucking losing it. I'm losing
So
it.
make sure you tune in next week because I can't promise anything for next week except just be here to watch.
Yep. We never know what's gonna happen.
So for myself and my partner in crime, Jeff, we'll see you all next week. Have a great night.